All right. First of all, thank you so much. I don't know if he explained this, but this was a last-minute thing, and guys, you're wonderful for accommodating. And the reason is, I just wanted to share the Einstein Analytics excitement for the Salesforce community. And I have slides on that. I'm going to talk about them. But first, I'm going to introduce myself quickly. Ziad Fayad from the Einstein Analytics product team. Been with the team since the beginnings, around 2015. It's been a nice journey, and I'm so excited to be here and talk about Einstein Analytics. I also have José, and he can speak local.
Boa noite, pessoal. Obrigado aí pelo tempo de vocês. Eu trabalho na Salesforce como engenheiro de soluções, focado na parte de Analytics e Einstein. E a ideia é que hoje a gente apresentar um pouco para vocês o que a gente tem para oferecer dentro dessa plataforma. Tá? Vou voltar para o Ziad aqui para ele não perder muito tempo, né?
All right. I think I understood some of that. Anyway, the talk track is going to be short. I have so much to relate to, but again, unfortunately, I got to catch the train. I heard so much wonderful news about the traffic here. It scared me since the beginning. But what we're going to try to do is, I don't know how many of you are working or know about Einstein Analytics or started, discovering about Einstein Analytics. Okay, so not bad. What I like to do, again, this agenda we throw it this week, that just to give you a quick introduction, also about Einstein platform, what is it? Because there's lots, sometimes we hear these questions, what is it exactly? And then I thought we can, quick demo. It's not really a demo, marketing or sales demo, just to get you familiar with some terms. There's not enough time to go into it. It's a complete, platform. And maybe at the end, just give you some resources that we can follow up on, okay? Now, and I want to say one more thing, that there is, you're going to start hearing more Einstein Analytics into the user group. So we're doing this in EMEA, we're trying to do it in India, we're trying to do it in America. And definitely, I'm so pleasantly surprised that there's so much people here showing at user activities. So we're going to probably follow on this and keep you updated on Einstein Analytics and how you can get more engaged with Einstein Analytics. So, this is my regular pitch for why Einstein Analytics Plus. Right now it's called Einstein Analytics Plus. That's the SKU, that's the product. One of the things that I've seen, my background is analytics, by the way, before I joined Salesforce. Quick question, whose background is analytics in the room? Like, they are analytics people, they define themselves? As I suspected, not a lot, not at all. So one of the things I realized with the Salesforce community and Salesforce users, Salesforce customers, is a lot of them are not empowered to position or to understand what's happening in the analytics field and understand why Einstein Analytics is going certain way, certain features, and certain product roadmap. So one of the things you need to realize is it's everything about the end business user. We are at an age where everyone is involved with one system, one business system where everything is there. The experience that you have in mind has to be for the end business user. You know why? Because number one problem for a lot of, not just on-prem, cloud also products, is the adoption. And you need the end users who drive the adoption to use the system. That's pretty much it. Why I'm going to talk about these points? Because again, that drives the analytics message. It's all complete points why Einstein Analytics Plus fits exactly in the Salesforce ecosystem and completes it and pushes to adoption. It is intelligent. I don't know about you guys, but the last 3 years for AI has been amazing. Okay, there's so many stories, I don't know where to start from. When Mark, he said something about AI, Salesforce went and invested in AI. It was a little bit early for the market, but it was the right investment because AI is here to stay too. I'll give you a quick story. I was at a conference and someone was talking about Alexa, and he was talking about his kid, like 3-4 years old, when they get the timeout. He was saying that his kid goes and tells Alexa to have another alarm, set up alarm for 5 minutes, whatever. This was the GM of Alexa business, by the way. Probably I have to say this in the record. And he said a sentence that completely, it struck a chord with me, where he said, for his kid, if it doesn't have voice, it's broken. So this generation is going to go into a system where if something doesn't have a voice, it's not usable. Same thing right now with AI. If it's a business system, if it's a software that doesn't have AI, it's broken. I can't use it. We have so many stories, mobile, etc., everything we've been used to it, right? So that AI thing is super important. We all have to up our skills and understand AI and deal with AI. That's pretty much it. Now, intelligent actions, this is particular to EA, it's the whole embedding experience. So there's another point there, someone says embedding intelligent actions, Salesforce ecosystem. Okay, the intelligent actions focus on having an embedded experience. If you go to listen to many analytics vendors out there, one of the 3 main points, or one of the 5 main points they talk about is extensibility, embedding, and APIs. Because everybody wants to log into one system and use that system. I don't care if it's analytics, it's prediction, it's system of record. I want it on one page. Gartner is calling it augmented analytics. They focus on embedding. It is the homogeneous, intelligent business experience. There is a point when I'm talking about all of these. I'll get to it in a minute. Mobile, we all agree it's mobile. Mobile is going to come back. It's going to come, it's coming fast. You got the Salesforce ecosystem. Look at the folks in the room. Like, I am genuinely surprised how much there's Salesforce support between partners, customers, trailblazers, and user communities, etc. And then you have the Salesforce Trust. A lot of folks forget something that's given with Salesforce, which is trust and scalability. I come from a world where my job was to worry about security of the data from an analytics perspective, was to worry about the scalability of the system. All of that's taken care for within the Salesforce. And the complete platform, you're going to see in a bit why we are calling Einstein Analytics the complete platform. And then the innovations, something that struck me since 2015. 3 releases per year, are you kidding me? Who keeps up with 3 releases? So there's a message about it that the product is always innovation, etc., etc. And the last bit I want to focus on is the mutual commitment. Again, why? I understand Einstein Analytics is a little bit, maybe still a little bit new to some Salesforce customers or communities or again, the ecosystem. But I always ask people, how many you think there are excellent Salesforce admins there with lots of experience? Just throw me a number, I ask. Nobody throws a 10,000. I say 10,000, say 20,000. But how many EA plus EA or Einstein Analytics experts are out there? Not a lot. This is a field I always encourage other people, because I myself, I am investing this time, this effort in this product that I know is going to continue for a while. And it is a valid investment in the future. So that's why I always encourage Salesforce customers, Salesforce trailblazers, let's jump on this. This is new. This is a good product. We'll make a name in this. We'll make good relationships. We'll have good time while focusing on enhancements for customers, etc., etc. So hopefully this is not too much of a pitch. It is true. I always talk about it like I believe in it. So that's why I say it. Another thing I wanted to focus on related to analytics, again, I'm trying to give you the analytics message, right, for the Salesforce ecosystem. There is a big change happening, and Gartner has been talking about this for the last 2 years. And they mentioned that throughout 2020, the number of citizen data scientists is going to increase 5 times more than data scientists. This is an important statement. Why? Because for the last 5-6 years, the hardest job in analytics has always been the data scientist. But now with the new tools that help the folks who have the analytics background or the business expertise to jump on the wagon of the predictive tools, is to go and be a citizen data scientist. Now the term is a little bit new, but essentially this is what it is. So remember, Einstein Analytics Plus is a platform, has Einstein Analytics, has also something called Einstein Discovery, and this is what we're talking about as a citizen data scientist. Probably a lot of us in the room understand the business. We know what the business needs, the business pain points, where we have to enhance it, etc. Few of us probably also deal with data. Even the operation reports, that's still data. So you understand those metrics, the KPIs, what we need to focus on. But a lot of us in the room don't know that 33% remaining. That's statistical terms. Just when you're dealing with certain tools and there's terms like a model or a story or deploy or R squared or explanatory variable, That is something we need to just fill that gap. Just fill that gap and you are a citizen data scientist. That is a role. It's going to be super hot. And I'm not saying that, like I said, industry is saying that. So that's why it's a chance for all of us to invest in that. Again, as part of the whole Salesforce experience. Why that matters, and I mean, listen, I am Salesforce and I am proud to be with Einstein Analytics just because I really enjoy it. And I perfectly believe in that screenshot that you're seeing right now. Every Salesforce end user will want that experience. This experience where I log in to the everyday system that I use, the license that I have, the Salesforce license, I use it. I log in, I have my daily system of record or daily business transaction, let's say this lower side, the typical Salesforce page. I have my analytics embedded right there. I don't go to another system. I just have it one glance. And the more powerful one is these, the predictions, the why, and the what I should do about it. Those are the future right here. Salesforce customers are already having this. So everybody else will going to catch up and they want this as the end experience. This is the world we're living in. I log in, I know what I need to do, done. That's the job. I don't go through multiple systems. I don't know what to do. This is the efficiency. This is the end user experience for our Salesforce customers. That's why we were going there. And with that, I'm gonna switch to José just to explain one thing that we found out. Like, people ask, what is Einstein? You just said Einstein Discovery, Einstein Platform. What is Einstein exactly? So you pull it, and you can speak Portuguese if you want. Probably is better.
Thanks, Zia. Legal, pessoal, acho que, primeiramente, eu escuto bastante, pô, Salesforce vai mudar de nome, vai chamar Einstein Force, porque hoje em dia é Einstein Discovery, Einstein Vision, Einstein Language, Einstein, uma série de funcionalidades de inteligência artificial. E tudo isso por quê? Porque o primeiro passo que a gente vive, pensando numa jornada, né? O primeiro passo é o quê? Eu tenho meu dado e eu começo a compreender esse meu dado, então eu começo a ter descobertas, eu começo a descobrir, eu começo a usar analytics para entender o comportamento daquele dado. O próximo passo é, legal, a partir do momento que eu entendo o meu dado, o que eu posso fazer com ele? Qual que é o meu próximo caminho? Se eu seguir nesse caminho aqui, qual vai ser a tendência? Qual vai ser meu indicador? Então, eu começo a trabalhar em cima do passo da previsão. Só que todo mundo quer um pouco mais, né? Então, além de ter a previsão, eu gostaria de ter alguém me recomendando. Pessoal, tá bom o áudio aí? Gostaria de ter recomendações. O que significa isso? Legal, eu tenho meu dado, eu sei o que poderia acontecer, mas além do que poderia acontecer, e se eu fizesse diferente? E se eu fosse por um outro caminho? Que é o que nós chamamos da parte de recomendações. E imagina tudo isso de uma forma automatizada. Imagina se você não precisasse construir tudo isso. Se você simplesmente habilitasse um flag dentro da sua plataforma e tudo isso se tornasse realidade. Então é isso que eu quero mostrar aqui para vocês, como que a plataforma, o que é um Einstein dentro da Salesforce. Vocês vão olhar aqui essa imagem que é um pouco um quebra-cabeça, mas tudo que eu preciso é uma coisa chamada dados. Pô, eu sou uma plataforma de CRM, eu tenho nuvem de vendas, eu tenho atendimento, eu tenho marketing. O dado vive dentro de mim, então por que não tirar proveito disso? Eu gosto de quebrar esse slide de uma forma um pouco mais simples, né? Como que eu enxergo todas essas peças aqui? Eu quebro ele em 3 grandes pilares, tá? A primeira delas é o que nós chamamos de out of the box feature. O que é uma out of the box feature? É uma coisa que eu vou lá, dou um flag e começo a tirar proveito disso. E isso me gera o quê? Menor complexidade, eu não tenho que construir nada, eu conheço meus objetos, eu conheço meus campos, então eu vou lá e flago e começo a tirar proveito. Então o meu time to market, eu tenho quick wins muito rápidos. E algumas das funcionalidades elas estão distribuídas dentro dos tipos de nuvem, como nuvem de vendas, parte de atendimento, parte de e-commerce e a parte de marketing. Tá? E se a gente expandir essa caixinha aqui, eu vou ter uma série de funcionalidades. Eu acho que isso a gente pode deixar para um próximo fórum. Fica a dica aí, Jean, para me convidar aí para vir explorar um pouco mais de Einstein. E a segunda caixinha é o que nós chamamos de parametrizável. Tá? O que seria parametrizável? Eu preciso de uma interação mínima com o Einstein para que ele tome uma decisão para mim. Um exemplo é o que nós falamos do Einstein Discovery. O que ele entra dentro do Einstein Discovery? Eu tenho casos de uso onde eu posso maximizar ou minimizar uma variável. Então, por exemplo, eu gostaria de maximizar minha rentabilidade, eu gostaria de minimizar o meu churn. Então, você tem essa interação falando qual variável eu quero atuar, quais campos eu quero estudar, o que eu quero deixar de fora da minha análise. Então, você tem uma relação aqui com Einstein. Então, é o que nós chamamos de parametrizável. E por fim, é o que nós chamamos de custom, ou programável, né? Programático. Por que isso? Nós temos 3 caixinhas básicas, que é a parte de Natural Language Processing. Então, por exemplo, se eu quiser fazer um atendimento e começar a conversar com o bot, eu vou começar a interpretar, vou começar a entender o que ele quer me dizer. Então, essa parte aqui entra todo dentro da parte de NLP. Einstein Voice. Então, aí todo mundo sabe hoje, Google, Alexa, Siri, nós temos aí uma série de plataformas que comunicam conosco através de voz. Nada diferente aqui da parte do Einstein Voice. Então, o que nós chamamos de customizável é tudo que eu posso chamar, fazer uma chamada via API, criar uma camada específica para poder receber esses algoritmos. Então, assim, basicamente, pessoal, esse Lego, a gente consegue desmembrar ele dentro daquelas 3 pilares, tá? E por que a gente coloca essas 2 camadas como sendo Einstein Analytics e todas as aplicações aqui em cima? Primeiro, porque, pelo que o Zi falou, cara, o sonho de todo mundo é ter transacional e mundo analítico convivendo. Então, a partir do momento que você tem o Einstein Analytics dentro da mesma página onde você vai tomar decisão, cara, isso é sensacional. E dentro de cada uma dessas, nós vamos ter aplicações específicas. Por exemplo, se eu pegar só a nuvem de Sales e quiser entender como está meu lead, como que é a minha oportunidade, então eu tenho Lead Scoring, Opportunity Insights e tudo isso acontecendo de forma automática. Eu não preciso em nenhum momento criar um modelo estatístico, criar um algoritmo de machine learning. Ele já tem tudo isso embarcado dentro daquela funcionalidade de out of the box. Pessoal, tranquilo? Esclarecer um pouco mais aí o que nós temos da plataforma de Einstein. Se tiverem alguma dúvida, eu vou ficar aí depois. Vocês fiquem à vontade aí para tirar uma dúvida.
Eu sinto que quando a gente fala questão de opportunity de score para opportunity, alguma coisa do Einstein até na nuvem de vendas, tem algumas coisas que não funcionam tão bem no Brasil pelo fato de idioma ser português, né?
Tá.
Como quando ele vai dar sugestão, por exemplo, quando ele vai ler os e-mails um a um, dar sugestão sobre se aquele e-mail tem potencial de ir para frente no negócio.
Tá bom.
Eu acho que quando as mensagens vêm de clientes meus que estão digitando em inglês, ele funciona muito mais do que quando é mensagem do Brasil.
Isso é um assunto mais longo, mas eu vou tentar responder rapidamente, tá? Existem formas para treinarmos, tá, esses modelos, que é o que a gente chama de intents. Então, assim, independente da linguagem, você consegue fazer esse tipo de ação com ele, tá? Mas a gente pode bater um papo. Algumas delas, sim, são exclusivas em inglês. Por exemplo, o Einstein... I'm still your time, so I'm sorry.
No, I felt I need the translation.
Yeah.
You're always saying I need the translation.
So, desculpa. Então, por exemplo, o Einstein Discovery, ele vai te dar recomendações, mas a recomendação não vai estar em português. A recomendação vai estar em inglês. Não importa se os seus dados estejam em português, porque ele vai correlacionar, porém, o NLP que está por trás disso, ele vai pegar o dado seu que está em português, só que ele vai colocar uma camada escrita em inglês. Não sei se ficou claro o contexto, mas a gente pode bater um papo mais tarde sobre isso daí.
Okay. I felt that was about internationalization, and that would take a conversation. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, again, I'm just looking at the time here. I want to respect the time frame. I thought, just again, because I thought maybe more people have not seen EA, and I didn't want to show you just a boring marketing demo, not boring, sorry, a marketing demo or something like that. But for folks who deal with EA, there are basic terms. Like if you're going to start just dealing with EA, you have to get used to these terms. First, the layers themselves. So again, that's my pitch of, if you're not going to be an expert in the product, but at least understand what it is. You saw the Einstein platform overall. But understand, within Einstein Analytics, that yellow line right there, there's almost 3 layers we talk about. The data layer, the designer layer, and the intelligent layer. So that's, again, as a Salesforce user, just be aware that those are the layers, which means kind of 3 kind of expertise, to be honest. The data, just understand what the data is, and the tools at the data level. And if you look at the slide, that's the terms we deal with them. There's something called sync, just to bring the data into sort of a staging environment. That's the sync. You're syncing your sources, your objects. Then you build your data sets using data flows and recipes. And again, data flows are what move data from A to B. You do some transformations on them, you add a field, you move substring, whatever, trim, etc. And recipes are like data flows, they are data prep. If you look in the industry, they're called data wrangling tools. They are UI, they're friendly, you can do some stuff with the data. You prep it, you store it in a data set, and you monitor the job. That is your data layer pretty much. Okay, that's the data layer. And then the designer layer, you got terms like a data set again, but you got the lens, it's exploration, you got the dashboards, and you have the app. Okay, so we got about 7 terms right now, right? So remember this, because I'm going to show you a quick demo so you remember all of this. And then you got the intelligent layer basics, where you create the story. This is the citizen data scientist, okay? You create the story, you deploy the model, and all of that constitute an Einstein Analytics job. That's pretty much one person or one persona doing these things. Really quick, because again, it's slides. When you log into Salesforce Analytics Studio with the license, it's right there, a tile, you can click on it. This is the landing page for Analytics Studio. This is the designer side. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. All right. And then the data manager tab, that's the data manager tab, and then you have the story tab. The story is right here. So really quick, if I start back from the data manager, you monitor the jobs, okay? You do the data flows, and I logged out here, sorry. And then you have the data sets and the connect, okay? And then you have the apps. Apps is what contains the dashboards. Think about them like folders. You got lenses, you got stories. You got lenses, you got dashboards. Why am I showing you this? Because if you ever go into Einstein Analytics, this is where you're going to spend most of the time. Building the data, building the dashboards in the app, deploying them. And the last one is the intelligent experience. Don't forget the stories. So when you click on stories, you create them from data sets. You bring your data set, data from Salesforce, from external data, whatever it is. You're going to be doing a lot of stories, analyzing what are the variables, what's affecting my, the variable that I'm tracking, and that's again the citizen data scientist. So again, to be honest, there's not enough time to show you all of this, but just hopefully it's just a little bit, so it's not strange to you from Einstein Analytics perspective. And one of the things I focus on always from the project perspective. Okay, Ziad, I am sold. You're so excited. It feels amazing. But come on, real life use cases, there's always some complexity. Yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. There will be some complex use cases, or there might be those use cases where you have to go advanced, etc. But I always like to leave, and I'll talk about Academies in a second, to leave with these 5 tips. If you follow these tips, it's guaranteed your project will be successful because you're focusing on adoption. And it's all about adoption. Remember, again, there's a metric, I forgot, I'm definitely sure I read it, I don't know the reference right now. The analytics adoption across average companies and everywhere, customers, is around 37-35%. It's not huge. Imagine that someone pays for 100 license and they're using only 37 or 35, so it's always kind of low. When you focus on these tips, I guarantee you adoption was going to grow, and the Einstein Analytics product is focused on these 5 tips, and I call them cases. Honestly, they focus around collaboration. It's always good to bring people collaborate. Who uses chatter in the room? And I'm gonna say something so funny for me coming from there. Who does not use WhatsApp? Because everybody uses WhatsApp here, right? Oh, there you go. So collaboration is important. It's fast, and the product is integrated with chatter, it's integrated with alerts and notifications, etc. So that's very important. People kind of forget about these features. Vendors invest in creating these features other than data and dashboards and visualizations. They just want to focus on collaboration. That's very important. Actionability. I wish I could demo it to you, but the way you get actions in Einstein Analytics, nobody has it. You see something, you open the record, you take an action right there. 5 minutes, you're done with setting up the actions. Okay? Then you have the self-service. We are way beyond I need to send an email to change a chart or to add a metric or whatever, change a group. No, you are a self-service exploration. That's where we live in. I need something, I do it on my own. I have seen RVPs in the last 2 years, not because it's Einstein, but it is a true story. They are designing their own dashboards. That's something I would never have heard about 5 years ago. And then you have the embedding. I cannot stress enough how embedding is important. Try to get your information in the hands of the users. And the last one is a smart design. That's something you might want to invest in. You know, beautiful design. What's a beautiful dashboard? How you lay out the charts or the details, etc., etc. Now, I know again, this might be for the future more like it, but and again, I lost the connection. That's why I can't see everything here. I was expecting you ask for these slides, so we have a printout. You're gonna see Einstein Learning Map. This is your best resource to start on your journey. There's also the Trailblazer community. That is something you want to invest in. I mean, I'm preaching the choir here pretty much. Let me see if I can connect really quick one more time. And one more thing I was gonna ask, talk to you about from a resources perspective is this program. There you go, came back. So I kind of run this program called Academies. Used to be called Academies, and Campfires and Academies. And these are free 2 days, 1 day, depending on the flavor. We go around the globe, local teams. Sometimes we travel to new places if there's not a lot of Einstein Analytics presence. And we offer these workshops. They're kind of hands-on workshops, not really official training, where we get you from 0 to hero. There's the beginner, 2 days. There's the advanced 2 days, and there's the Einstein Discovery specific one for the citizen data science 1 day. We're heavily vested. We've been all over the world. If you look at the map, again, we've been all, okay, I took out the, that's what I'm thinking, the present. Why I'm showing you this? Because I am inviting you guys. Next, so I just did this this week in Sao Paulo. We did the 2 days at our Salesforce offices, and then we did one at another partner site. I invite you to keep in communication. I don't know, you know, I'm gonna definitely start communicating with the leaders here. If there's another event, we'll let you know. You can sign up for it, again, depending on the space. If you travel around, if you have your colleagues, if they're dealing with Einstein Analytics and they're around, you know, some other cities, let them ask about Academies. It's the best way to engage. We are heavily engaged with the customers and Trailblazers and learn about the product and get with us on this journey. Why I am talking about this again, and especially today, because for the last year we were trying to engage more with the Trailblazers. We are very excited about Einstein Analytics. We want to engage with these user groups and kind of spread the love about Einstein Analytics. So one of the things you're going to notice is, as you do these more, there's going to be a section about Einstein Analytics. You know, maybe it's an update, it's a release, whatever it is. But definitely you're going to see us around. We'd love to hear from you also. And I think that was it for me. I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for accommodating. I wish I could stay longer, but I definitely got to hit the road before the traffic rush. Next time, I'm absolutely vested in this. Thank you so much again, and I hope I see a lot of you around.